In a small town, there lived a girl named Lucy. Lucy was known for her kind heart and warm smile, but she was also known for her weight, weighing over 200 kilograms. She often felt like a giant in the world made for tiny people. Her hometown, filled with laughter and friendly faces, sometimes turned cold when the laughter turned into mockery. She had been called names like Jumbo and Big Mama, and each name cut deeper than the last. Lucy had always dreamt of losing weight and living a healthier life. She loved playing with her younger siblings in the park, but running around felt like trying to fly without wings. Despite her size, she felt a had deep passion for sports. She believed that with hard work and dedication, she could shed those extra kilograms and feel lighter, both physically and emotionally. Lucy started her journey by signing up for a local sports club, hoping to find the encouragement she needed. With excitement bubbling in her chest, Lucy arrived at the sports club one sunny morning. She was ready to try anything that would help her lose weight. But when she stepped inside, she felt the eyes of the other members upon her. Some looked surprised, while others giggled softly. Lucy tried to ignore them, focusing on her goal. She wanted to prove that she could do it. Little did she know that her journey would be with ups and downs, laughter and tears. Lucy's first sports tutor was a tall, muscular man named John. He was known for his impressive skills and motivating spirit. Lucy admired him with awe and hoped he would understand her struggles. During their first training session, Lucy felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. John greeted her with a warm smile, but Lucy couldn't shake the feeling that he might be disappointed in her. "Today, we are going to start with some light exercises," John announced, clapping his hands together. Lucy nodded eagerly, ready to give it her all. They began with simple stretches and then moved to jogging in place. At first, it felt good to move, but soon Lucy's legs began to tire. She wanted to keep going, but the giggles of some onlookers echoed in her mind. As the weeks passed, Lucy trained hard with John. They tried various exercises, from jumping jacks to sit-ups, but Lucy didn't see any change. Each time she stepped on the scale, the numbers remained the same. Frustration grew inside her like a storm. She wanted to cry, but forced herself a smile instead. John noticed her struggle, but didn't know how to help. "Keep pushing through, Lucy. You are doing great," he encouraged. But Lucy couldn't feel the truth in his words. Her heart sank every time she saw others making progress while she stood still. She began to dread their training sessions, feeling the weight of expectations on her shoulders. Little did she know she needed more than just physical exercises to make a change. As time went by, Lucy's training with John came to a halt. After a few months, he sat down with her. Concern ached across his face. "Lucy, I believe in you, but it seems we are not seeing the result we hoped for. Maybe it's time to try a different approach." Lucy felt her heart drop. She had worked so hard, and now she was being told to stop. "Do you think I will ever lose the weight?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. John shook his head gently. "I don't want you to lose hope. But sometimes it's not just about the exercise, it's about understanding your body better. Lucy felt a wave of disappointment wash over her. She had put her trust in John, and now she was back to square one. With a heavy heart, Lucy left the sports club, her dreams of becoming healthier slipping further away. She couldn't understand why she struggled so much while others thrived. The laughter from earlier echoed in her mind, reminding her of the same names she had been called. She felt invisible, lost in a world that didn't seem to care. Determined not to give up, Lucy decided to try again. This time, she sought out a new coach named Mary. Mary was known for her energetic personality and her success in helping others lose weight. Lucy felt hopeful as she stepped into the training facility, her heart racing with anticipation. "Let's get started," Mary exclaimed, her enthusiasm infectious. Mary introduced Lucy to various fun activities, from dance workouts to yoga. Lucy felt a glimmer of joy as they moved together. For the first time in a while, she felt like she was part of something special. But as the weeks went on, the joy began to fade. Despite the new exercises, the scale still wouldn't budge. "Lucy, you're doing so well, just keep it up," Mary encouraged. But Lucy felt her spirit waning. Each session, she tried harder, pushing herself to keep up with the fast-paced workout. But the lack of result left her feeling deflated. She was beginning to lose hope again. After a few sessions, Mary called Lucy aside. "I think we need to reevaluate our plan," she said gently. "Sometimes it takes more than just exercises. It's about balance," Lucy nodded, feeling disheartened. She wanted to believe Mary, but she had heard similar words before. Will this time be different? The struggle continued for Lucy. She found herself reflecting on her eating habit. At home, her family loved to cook, and meals were often large and delicious. She cherished those moments, but they also brought guilt. Every time she finished a plate, a voice in her head reminded her of her goals, causing her to feel conflicted. During training sessions with Mary, Lucy started to notice how her mood often influenced her eating. When she was happy, she would celebrate with a treat. When she was sad, food became her comfort. The cycle began to weigh heavily on her heart, and she felt trapped in a never-ending loop of emotions tied to her eating habit. One evening, after a particularly tough training session, Lucy sat alone in her room, feeling overwhelmed. "Why can't I just like everyone else?" she thought, tears rolling down her cheeks. She wished to break free from the mockery and the constant feeling of failure. The weight of her struggle felt heavier than her physical weight. Lucy knew she had to change something. She started to journal her feelings and wrote down everything she ate. This small step gave her some clarity. She realized that many of her choices were made in secret, away from the eyes of others. On that, to truly make a change, she needed to confront those hidden habits. Feeling determined, Lucy decided to take a break from training with Mary. She needed time to think and reflect. During this break, she explored different activities she enjoyed, like walking her dog in the park and gardening. Slowly, her mood began to lift and she found comfort in her surroundings. One sunny afternoon, while strolling through the park, she met an elderly woman named Agnes. Agnes was kind and wise, always sharing stories and laughter with those around her. Lucy confided in her about her struggle with weight and how she felt defeated. Agnes listened attentively, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "Sweetheart," Agnes said gently, "it's not about the number of the scale, but how you feel inside. You are beautiful no matter your size." Lucy felt a warmth spread through her heart. Agnes reminded her that self-love was just as important as any diet or exercise. Encouraged by Agnes' words, Lucy began to take small steps towards a healthier mindset. She focused on positive affirmations, reminding herself of her worth beyond her weight. "I am strong, I am capable, I am enough," she would whisper each morning. After her enlightening time with Agnes, Lucy felt ready to try again, but this time with a new perspective. She began to research different sport coaches in her town. One name kept coming up: Peter. He was known for his unique approach, focusing not just on physical training but also on overall wellness. When Lucy met Peter, he greeted her with a warm smile. "I am here to help you, Lucy, and I believe in your journey," he said, confident. This time, Lucy felt a flicker of hope. Peter's approach was different. He asked her about her lifestyle, her daily habits, and her relationship with food. As they talked, Lucy opened up about her secret eating habit. She shared how she often snacked late at night or indulged when she was feeling down. Peter listened carefully and nodded. "Understanding your habits is the first step to change," he said. "Let's work together to create a plan that fits you." Peter proposed a balanced schedule for meals, focusing on nutritious food that Lucy enjoyed. He encouraged her to eat at regular times and noticed to include treats in moderation. It was the first time Lucy felt like someone truly understood her struggles. She felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted from her shoulder. With Peter's guidance, Lucy began her new journey. They set achievable goals together, focusing on gradual progress rather than immediate results. Each week, they would celebrate small victories, whether it was walking a little further or trying a healthier recipe. Lucy began to enjoy her meals more, savoring every bite instead of rushing through them. Peter also introduced her to cooking classes, where she learned to prepare delicious and healthy dishes. The experience was empowering. Lucy felt like she was taking charge of her life. She discovered new flavors and her excitement for food returned, but this time it was in a healthier way. As the weeks went by, Lucy noticed subtle changes in her body. She had more energy, could walk longer distances, and even felt lighter. The mocking voices from her past started to fade, replaced by the encouraging words of Peter and her newfound friend at the cooking classes. Each week, she looked forward to their training sessions, feeling a sense of belonging that she had longed for. Peter emphasized the importance of self-care. You are not just training your body, you are also nurturing your mind and spirit. He told her, with each lesson, Lucy learned to appreciate herself, embracing her uniqueness. The self-doubt that had doubted her mind began to fade, replaced by a sense of determination and hope. She wanted to succeed, not just for herself, but for everyone who had ever doubted her. As months passed, Lucy's transformation became visible. She lost weight steadily, but more importantly, she gained confidence and self-esteem. People around her started to notice the change. The same faces that once laughed now looked at her with admiration. "Look at Lucy, she's glowing," they would say. At the back, she found herself receiving compliments from strangers and acquaintances alike. "You've been working so hard, haven't you?" someone remarked, and Lucy felt a rush of pride. With each compliment, she realized how far she has come. The laughter that once stung her heart now felt like a sweet melody of support. Lucy's emotional struggles were still present, but she faced them head-on. Peter had taught her how to channel her feelings into positive actions, whether it was through exercises, journaling, or simply talking with friends. She learned to embrace her past while moving forward. Her story became one of the resilience and hope, inspiring those around her. Her family noticed the changes too. They joined her in her healthier lifestyle, participating in family walks and cooking together. The kitchen became a place of joy rather than guilt. Lucy felt closer to her loved ones, sharing meals that nurtured not just their bodies, but their bonds. Eventually, Lucy's journey led her to become a local top model. One day, while attending a community event, a photographer approached her. "You have such a vibrant energy. Have you ever considered modeling?" he asked. Lucy was taken back. The idea seemed impossible at first, but with Peter's encouragement, she decided to give it a shot. Lucy stepped into the world of modeling with confidence. She participated in local fashion shows, showcasing her personality and lifestyle. The runway became a place where she expressed herself and celebrated her journey. The laughter that once hurt her was now replaced with applause and cheers. As she stood on stage, wearing beautiful clothes and radiant with joy, Lucy felt like a queen. People sought her advice on health, self-acceptance, and body positivity. She became a role model in her community, proving that transformation was possible with dedication and love. Through her experiences, Lucy learned that everyone had their battles and it's okay to ask for help. She dedicated herself to inspiring others, sharing her story in schools and community centers. Lucy wanted everyone to know that it was not just about weight loss, but about finding joy and self-acceptance. In her heart, she carried the memories of her struggle and the warmth of those who believed in her. Lucy knew that her journey was just beginning, and she looked forward to helping others find their paths to happiness and health. With her newfound strength, she will continue to shine, lighting the way for others who walked in her shoes. Years later, Lucy stood on stage of a large conference, sharing her story with a packed audience. "I was once mocked and ridiculed, but through determination, love, and the right support, I transformed my life, she said. The audience interrupted into applause. I learned that it's not about the number on the scale, but about how we feel inside. Let's lift each other up and embrace our journeys, no matter how challenging they may seem. As Lucy finished her speech, she felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. She had turned her struggles into strength, and now she was a beacon of hope for many. Lucy's journey was a stress testament to the power of perseverance and self-love. She knew that every step taken, every moment of vulnerability, had brought her to where she was now, a radiant woman who had found her voice and purpose. And with every word spoken, she hoped to inspire others to embark on their journeys just as she did.